This is the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor 2025 full show results video, which takes place at 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The show started with a match between Jay Lethal and Jordan Oliver. Jay Lethal and Oliver delivered a fast-paced clash with mat work, counters, and high-impact moves. Oliver impressed with suplexes and roll-ups, while Lethal showcased his signature style. After intense exchanges and near falls, Lethal locked in the figure 4 leglock, forcing Oliver to tap out, and Jay Lethal won the singles match. We then see the Von Erichs and Sammy Guevara outside with Lexi Nair. They then hype up their respective matches for tonight's pay-per-view. Guevara then teases his tag team partner for tonight's pay-per-view, and he uses the term break the walls down, implying that Chris Jericho could return. The next match happened between Mansoor and Mason Madden versus Griff Garrison and Cole Carter, and Alex Reynolds and John Silver. Dark Order battled the Frat House and MXM in a chaotic clash filled with double teams, poses, and wild brawls. Despite nearly securing victory, interference and a perfume spray blinded Reynolds, allowing Mansoor to steal the win with a reversal. We then head to the back, where Lexi Nair congratulates Jay Lethal on his win earlier. They are then interrupted by Blake Christian and Lee Johnson, who remind Lethal that Christian beat him at Supercard of Honor. QT Marshall is then shown arriving at the arena with Aaron Solo. He then runs down Paul Walter Hauser, who is arriving at the same time on the other side of the parking garage. Hauser then says he is angry and he is going to take it out on Marshall. Then we saw a Pure Rules match between Billie Starkz versus Ashley Vox. Billie Starkz and Delmy Vox battled in a tense clash, with rope breaks and aggressive counters shaping the match. Vox fought hard, forcing Starkz into multiple breaks, but Stark's frustration boiled over. After a brutal last-shot backbreaker, Starkz secured the pinfall victory over Vox. Then we saw a $50,000 four-way fight between Dralistico versus Adam Priest versus Spanish Announce Project's Angelico versus AR Fox. In a fast-paced four-way clash, Angelico, Fox, Dralistico, and Priest delivered non-stop action with dives, submissions, and high-flying counters. Fox shined with daring offense but couldn't secure victory. After a springboard destroyer exchange, Dralistico hit a top rope codebreaker on Angelico, sealing the pinfall win in an intense showdown. Then we saw a match between the Conglomeration versus the Premier Athletes. Divery and Nice used teamwork and Sterling's distractions to isolate Hologram, but he survived the punishment and tagged in Ishii, who unleashed hard-hitting offense. Despite Nice's resilience and near falls, chaos broke out with Hologram diving outside. In the end, Ishii spiked Nice with a brainbuster to secure victory. The next match happened between Shane Taylor Promotions versus Sons of Texas for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championship. The match began with STP isolating Sammy, using quick tags and double teams to wear him down. Ross and Marshall fought back with dropkicks and teamwork, but Ross was eventually thrown into the steel steps. Marshall rallied briefly before tagging Sammy, who stormed the ring. However, STP's experience prevailed. Bravo, Dean, and Taylor overwhelmed Sammy with coordinated offense, countered his dives, and sealed the match with their finisher, earning STP the decisive victory and becoming the new Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions. Then we saw a ROH Women's Pure Championship Tournament quarter-final round match between Taya Valkyrie versus Queen Aminata. Aminata and Valkyrie opened with a technical lockup, with Valkyrie quickly burning through her rope breaks under Aminata's pressure. Aminata controlled early with heavy strikes and butt-based defense, but Valkyrie countered with a German suplex, knee work around the post, and a powerbomb. Valkyrie forced Aminata into a rope break, but exhausted her own after repeated submissions. When Valkyrie attempted another hold, Aminata reversed into an armbar. With no rope breaks left, Valkyrie was trapped, allowing Aminata to deliver a sudden headbutt for the win. After the match, Deonna Purrazzo makes her way down to the ring and gets into Aminata's face. We then head to the back, where Lexi Nair asks Sammy Guevara about his mystery partner for the ROH World Tag Team Championship match. The next match happened between the Swirl versus the Kingdom. The match opened with chaos as all four men brawled. Johnson and Christian isolated Bennett with quick tags until Taven turned the tide. Both teams traded near falls and double-team moves, including stereo proton packs. Despite Taven's comeback, Christian landed a low blow and Spicali driver, securing the victory for his team. The next match happened between Lee Moriarty versus Xelhua for the ROH Pure Championship. Lee and Xelhua battled in a technical, rope break heavy contest filled with counters, submissions, and strikes. Lee targeted Xelhua's arm and fingers, forcing multiple rope breaks, while Xelhua answered with power moves, backbreakers, and submissions. Both men exchanged near falls and submissions, with Lee continually punishing the arm. After intense back-and-forth reversals, Xelhua exhausted his final rope break. Lee capitalized, applying the Border City stretch and later an octopus hold. Trapping Xelhua in the ropes, Lee locked in a final submission, forcing the tap-out victory and retaining the ROH Pure Championship. Then we saw a fight without honor match between Cutie Marshall vs Paul Walter Hauser. Hauser and Marshall clashed in a brutal hardcore war filled with weapons, blood, and chaos. Hauser started strong with slams, dives, and suplexes, but Marshall turned the tide using a ladder, barbed wire bat, and chair. Aaron Solo interfered with a kendo stick until Hook arrived, neutralizing him. The match escalated with chairs, broken glass, and thumbtacks, as both men endured punishing slams and near falls. Hauser nearly sealed victory with a piledriver and Golden Globe strike, but Marshall countered late. In the climax, Marshall delivered a top rope diamond cutter through a glass-covered table to secure the win. The next match happened between Sammy Guevara and Rush vs Outrunners for the ROH World Tag Team Championship. The Outrunners battled Guevara and Rush in a heated tag match. Magnum started strong with quick offense, but Guevara and Rush isolated him with relentless chops, stomps, and double teaming outside the ring. After enduring punishment, Magnum tagged in Floyd, who cleared the house with power moves and set up a double-team offense. The Outrunners hit Total Recall on Guevara, but he wasn't legal. Chaos broke out as all four brawled, with Guevara stopping Magnum's top rope move. Rush nailed Floyd with the bull's horns, setting up Guevara's shooting star press for the decisive victory, and became the new ROH World Tag Team Champions. After the match, Dralistico made his way down to the ring to celebrate with Rush and Guevara, and so did the Von Erichs. Guevara then tries to make peace between everyone, but then super kicks Marshall while Rush nails Ross with a title belt. We then head to the back, where Lexi Nair interviews the Outrunners, but they are confronted by STP. The next match happened between Bandito vs Hechicero for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Bandito and Hechicero battled in a hard-hitting, technical contest full of submissions, high spots, and dramatic counters. Hechicero targeted Bandito's arm and mask, using brutal holds and heel tactics, while Bandito answered with speed, aerial moves, and power slams. The fight spilled outside, with Bandito hitting a corkscrew dive and suplexing Hechicero on the barricade. Inside, Hechicero nearly stole it with vicious submissions and slams, but Bandito's resilience shined. After trading heavy strikes and counters, Bandito nailed a gut-wrench slam, blocked Hechicero's offense, and hit a devastating 21-plex variation with a German suplex to secure victory and retain the ROH World Championship. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Athena vs Mina Shirakawa for the ROH Women's World Championship. Athena and Shirakawa battled in a brutal back-and-forth clash, targeting each other's injuries, Athena attacking Shirakawa's hand while Shirakawa worked on Athena's knee. Both traded submissions, strikes, and near falls, with Shirakawa nearly winning after multiple figure fours and a glamorous driver. Athena fought through the pain, countering with devastating offense, including a skull expulsion, Koji clutch, and powerbomb. After surviving Shirakawa's late surge, Athena hit a superplex, armbar transition, and finally sealed victory with her signature O-face, and retains the ROH Women's World Championship. After the match, Athena holds her championship up high and celebrates with Billie Starkz as the show comes to a close. How would you rate the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor 2025 show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching.